What's going on, you guys? Today we're going to be doing a little review. Just recently installed this 9-speed or whatever you call it, little eBay pedal commander that's on your just like basic setting for, I guess it's when it's not going to affect the pedal performance at all. Then you have your modes. You got P1, 1.9, and then you do have your P2.9. Then you have your highest reaction setting. Your economy, you can also change that all the way down, and then all the way up. It does affect your pedal response, and then again your non-active. A little bit into how I wired this little setup. See, it kind of just piggybacks right over from the original harness. So this is your OEM harness going into your throttle pedal, and all it does is give you a little dummy plug into there, go into your computer, and then the actual controller is what goes into your pedal itself. That's just really how it's all set up right there. Super easy to install. I went ahead and just zip tied it to the back side of this little plastic cover that we have here in the steering column. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a little ride along and comparison. We're gonna go ahead and change it into the P1.9, do a couple ride-alongs, and then we'll change it as we go down the road. I do have it in the P1.9. I'm just gonna call it player 1. So we got it in our player 1 setting, and there is a noticeable difference in the throttle response. The highest setting in player 1. We're gonna see how it does after this U-turn. Right off the bat, player 1 does eliminate any kind of slug response that you do have from your just OEM tune that's on there. Don't mind the background noise, that's just my trunk giving out. Like quarter throttle, it is going to pick up, but it still feels really sluggish. So we're going to go ahead and bump it into player 2 and see what old boy number 2 is about. Kind of got it in an awkward angle for recording, but we got player 2 in there. And again, once this light turns green, we're going to go ahead and just give it just a little bump off the line, nothing crazy, just to get up and go. Traffic should be dying down here. Here we go, it's green. And then immediately you can hear all my intake noise. So we're in player 2. We're going to see what happens on this on-ramp. A little bit of the beans here. This is quarter throttle. Just keeping a consistent pedal. You can see immediately it just reacts a lot quicker than it would from normal. Now we're going to do a little half throttle pull. Half throttle. You can see it. It's definitely responding to the pedal position. We're going to go ahead and shift it to that player 3 right there. And I'm going to do half throttle right here. Half throttle. You see it wants to take off. Again, this is half throttle, guys. It's called a pedal commander, and all it is, guys, is really just sending more voltage from where that position of your foot is on the pedal. Obviously, the further down it is, the wider the throttle body is going to be, and this just kind of exaggerates it. No lag, immediately floor it, and it wants to go all the way. So, is it a, kind of a cheat sheet little mod you guys can do, I guess, on your F-150 or Coyotes or whatever vehicle you have? Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to go tune, if you're just trying to get something that just bumps up your throttle response and not sluggish off the line, I do recommend going ahead and getting one. This brand, like I said, is one we had laying around. Don't really know. It does look like the 9-speed or whatever you call them off eBay or American Trucks. I think even Lethal Performance has them. But yeah, guys, I mean, it definitely wakes up the truck a little bit as far as your throttle response. Depending on the mode you're in, like I'm in that player 3 mode, that's just what I'm going to call it, the highest setting. I know you can change it, you can make it less responsive or more, but I noticed that it doesn't like to really idle. Like if you don't hit it with your foot, or you don't hit the pedal, rather I say, exactly where it engages the throttle body, it kind of goes in and out, in and out. So if you don't have that constant pressure, it doesn't really respond. However, if you do, I guess, use the setting what it's meant for, and give half throttle, full throttle, whatever, it will definitely respond. Half throttle, you can see it just wants to go that's a little ride along that we got going for the 9-speed or eBay Pedal Commander. I mean, player 3 setting, it's very responsive. We're gonna go ahead. I would say just like driving around, if you want more of a responsive throttle body, I would just put it in player 1. It is kind of a, get up and go setting, but not to the extreme where you feel like, you're gonna rev out to 7 grand every time you look at the pedal. That's pretty much all I got for this video. Just kind of a short little ride along. I did already get a Boss 302 manifold, so we'll be putting that on, as well as some American Truck headers. I do have some long tube headers I'm going to be put on here. Doing a cat removal, putting those on. Don't know really how it's going to sound. I'm going to do before and after of the truck.